Well, here we are on YouTube. Nathan, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Feeling fine, feeling happy. And did I show you my big long lens, Ryan?
You did before the video, Nathan, but now you're showing the audience your big long lens. Yeah, that's great. Why don't we...
Big long lens.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Great content. Great content. Okay. Well, speaking of lens, speaking of cameras, speaking of all that good stuff, well, here we are on YouTube, Nathan. We are reacting to a reactor. It's not often that we've done this, but we've done this before on our channel. So this guy, he is the video editor of YouTube. He is reacting to the Harry Styles video Golden, which we love that song. We love that video. So I guess we're going to watch his thoughts and feelings on the video and how it was made. Now, this comes from a Patreon request from Pat from Penticton, British Columbia. She gave us a couple, but she kind of leaned on this one for you because she thinks you, as an editor and videographer, that you might find this gentleman's thoughts interesting and his approach interesting to videos and how they're made. For me, I'll probably take more of a back seat. I don't really have anything to say about editing.
What we should title this is Video Editor Reacts to a Video Editor Reacting to Harry Styles Golden.
Now, for Pat's sake and for full transparency, Nathan and I have a video that the public has never seen. None of our page. And I
didn't think you were going to bring it up. I thought you were going to
I got to bring it up. Now, it's I think it's going to go behind a Patreon wall.
Yes.
I think I might put it behind the Patreon wall.
It's so cringe.
It's very cringe, as the kids say. Nathan and I did a expose of sorts on this guy, not this video. It wasn't his fault per se. He was just caught in the crosshairs of our irritation of the algorithm world of YouTube and creators out there. So we kind of tore him apart. I almost forget what we said at the time. It's been almost half a year since we did the video. I went to go start editing the video about a month ago, and I couldn't watch it. I was like, I can't. I don't know who it's for. I don't know who the video is for.
I thought I was harsh on him, and then you were much more harsh. And then I was like, oh, crap. We can't release this.
So maybe we'll just put it on our... let us know in the comments if that's something that's interesting. Or I'll plug or link the Patreon video on this video is probably what I'll do. If you want to watch it, it will be behind a paywall. This stuff won't go out for free. I actually forget what we said. Like I said, I got 5 minutes into it. It's a tough watch, so I doubt anyone can actually watch it. But if you want to see Ryan and Nathan get grumpy, mad at the lack of views of our channel versus other people's channels, like this video reactor. So we're going to try to keep that part of our journey out and just truly be objective and see what this individual has to say about the video. But I don't know how he's going to present it. I almost forget what he's like, so we'll find out now. Yeah, well, without further ado, Nathan, let's do this.
Let's make it happen.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh, and I'm an award-winning video editor that reacts to music videos, movie clips, and more. Today I'm getting into the behind the scenes of one of my favorite Harry Styles songs, Golden. If I know anything about Harry Styles, the behind the scenes, if it's anything like the last one I did, is going to be a little bit more fun, not as technical, so pre-warning on that. But I'm
confused with the warning. Is he warning us, the viewer, that
he's going to get technical?
He's going to get thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Thank you for the video editor or translation. I appreciate it.
I'm still excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into it.
So this might be more for you.
Yes. Hey, 3 seconds in.
This is why our channel's a disaster.
This is why we are the best channel on YouTube.
Nathan, where did you go? Like,
I just moved my camera for a second and it unplugged. Just hold on.
Yeah, this is great. Now, yeah, that's fantastic. Nathan, the videographer.
The videographer. That's me. I make videos.
Right. I remember a lot of people saying that the location of this in the comments, and so and I do see the date, so that is very beginning of COVID-ish. So this must have been pretty crazy to film. I love the film look. Oh, please tell me this whole behind the scenes is edited to this song, because I would freaking love that.
So he's reacting to the behind the scenes of Golden. There's a video about behind the scenes to the video Golden.
Yeah, I guess we haven't seen that.
So I guess we're going to react to the...
We're sitting alongside him as he reacts to this. Yep.
Because we've seen the original video. So now we're going to react to him reacting to seeing behind the scenes Golden Harry Styles, which we also haven't seen. So we might have some comments about... Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic. Pat, you should have paid triple for this.
I just.
Oh, that's Nathan.
Jeez.
What? Come on.
I just moved my camera for a sec.
Stop moving your camera. Now he's gone. He's not even in the video anymore. He's completely disappeared. This is a disaster. Again, I wonder why we're not the #1 channel on YouTube.
I am so sorry.
All right, we good?
I tried to move my camera out of the way.
Just don't move it. Don't move it out of the way.
I promise I won't move it. I'm just fixing something here. There.
A sucker for this song. This song is amazing. Oh, real time. That outfit, Harry Styles outfits are just they're great. Okay, so that's oh yes, great pause. Okay, so I was going to say the golf cart was probably how he went back and forth from takes. Obviously, they're not going to make him run back and forth a bunch of times, so they probably have it stationed, have him drive back and then run. They also don't want him like too. I know they have probably hair and makeup and everything, but they don't want him.
No, they don't have hair and makeup. There's no way.
To get tired out and sweaty and all that stuff. So, oh, on a Mustang, interesting. That's they spare no expense.
Sorry, I gotta remember. I'm getting flashbacks.
I'm getting flashbacks of when we did. Okay.
I think we talked about. I think we talked about how. What's so funny? I don't know what's so funny. I think we talked about the laughing. I think I remember saying he laughed all the time. Like, what are we laughing at?
Yeah, and we're going to get annoyed by this because I can already see it coming. There's a variety of people that just think that everything is great. I'm not trying to say he's doing this for the likes and the attention or any of that stuff, right? That's not what I'm trying to say, because I think he just genuinely does laugh at things and think everything's great. I am not that person. And so when I see people that do that, I just go, okay. That's who he is. So I'm going to let that go. I'm letting that go, putting that out there. Like, that's fine. Some people just like everything.
You're not going to let it bother you one more time than the next.
Oh, it'll still bother me, but I'm not going to like bring it up anymore. Also, a Mustang is not that good of a car.
I was just going to say too, Mustang spare no expense. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's like
like the poor man's sports car.
It is. Like, I could afford a Mustang.
I know.
So right here, they have it obviously mounted up for safety purposes. They have him strapped in and the camera strapped in. But the cinematographer here is it looks like it's like on some sort of padded something or rather, just to kind of reduce the shakiness of whenever you're driving in a car. That's to really stabilize it, because obviously I'm actually kind of surprised that there's not more of a contraption here to like some sort of gimbal,
I agree with
I guess electronic, even weighted stabilization. I'm kind of surprised that they're not doing that, and rather it's just on what looks like somebody's luggage is what that looks like.
Probably why that's true, why they went with that idea is because they're actually going for that specific aesthetic. Stabilized view would look too modern for the style of this video. So to stabilize it a little bit with some luggage, I think was the point.
I haven't seen this video in a while. I hope they show footage right now of what we're seeing, of what Harry is doing, because I wonder if they want a little bit of shake. Is what I'm getting. They don't want it completely stable.
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
Okay, so that's maybe why it's not done the way he's saying. I understand what he's saying is how you would make it that way, but I'm leaning towards what you're saying, Nathan, is that they don't want a steady cam. If they wanted a steady cam, they just have a guy in a steady cam. They can afford a steady cam. Harry can afford anything. They want a bit of a jostle. They probably want a little bit of a, but I just don't remember the video enough to know if that's what happens.
The camera, though, is amazing. That thing is a very expensive piece of equipment there. Huge fan, though. I love this.
Oh, you should have said what kind it was. Sorry. Like,
Yeah,
no
why
offense.
didn't he
Like,
say what camera? He already told us you need a gimbal. I want to know what the camera was.
I'm
Okay.
curious. Yeah, that's a honest, constructive criticism, Mr. Video Editor. Is I would say if you're going to bring up a product and state that it's expensive or a good piece of equipment, let people know. Give a plug to the company or why it's such or something like that. I mean, because I'm an idiot. I don't know these things. I can't eyeball equipment and tell you if it's good or bad. So
Yeah.
Golden as I open my eyes, hold it.
Ooh, hold on. We got something else. This one's a little bit more technical. I'm surprised. Okay, so from the frames that I can see, which isn't much.
I think it's a red
Okay,
camera.
right here is a pretty good shot.
I think it's a red camera. I can't tell. I don't know red cameras well enough, but you can see the giant battery pack on the back of it. Just the shape of it is very square, very boxy. Red cameras are used in a lot of sets and that sort of thing. But yeah, it looks like a red camera to me.
it looks kind of black to me. I'm looking at it.
RED. I don't know what it stands for.
I'm just bugging you. I'm bugging you. I'm just teasing. It's my little, you know me, my little jokes. I got to tell jokes. I don't. To me, it just looks like a. It looks like that's what landed on the moon. It looks like the lunar landing module. Okay.
So just kind of going over some of the pieces of equipment that they're using. They have a monitor up here. It doesn't look like it looks like the reflections are pretty bad on that. So I don't know how useful that would be out in the sun. Usually there's some kind of like matted surface on it. Again, they're on some sort of just looks like sandbags.
What he's talking about is one of these. So it needs a hood over the monitor, and that reduces the glare off of the screen.
We got a closer image of the camera here. Does that help you?
That symbol on the side is the giveaway, and I don't know what it is. Wait, Aria. It is an Aria, so it probably is a red camera. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say that's what makes you a video editor reacting to a video editor, not a video editor that reacts.
There's some kind of pad here. This is a little bit of more of a contraption here. This looks like they're setting up for that part in the music video where he's driving and it has like that wide angle.
See how it was bumping up and down intentionally. Yeah.
They don't want the camera to fly off the car, but they want to give it the aesthetic that we're feeling what Harry feels in the car a little bit as he jostles down the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot of him driving in this specific car. A very creative idea and everything. But this thing is strapped in. Like, for sure, this thing's not moving.
Focus, hoping, take me back to the light. I know you were way too bright for me. I'm hopeless.
Man. So first of all, this shot is awesome. This is a great shot. He looks like he's just truly enjoying life right here.
Sorry.
I'm not sure how that describes the shot, but okay.
He looks like that lady on the bananas. That lady that's on your bananas. Was it Chiquito or Chiquita?
The Chiquita, yeah, the Chiquita lady, yeah.
Harry, you want a banana?
Yep. Okay. So we have the same camera. The whole thing is operated with the same camera. Looks like the same operator too.
What's the camera? Tell us what the camera is. You have to explain to us dummies what camera this camera is. It's like me saying, oh, it's the same car. It's the same car. What car are we talking about? Why is that car being used? And you're the car guy is what I mean too, right? Maybe video editors are the only people that watch this channel, Nathan. So maybe they already know.
It's the Ari. Sorry, not Aria. Ari, A-R-R-I is the brand, and it looks like that's the symbol on the side. So I think it is a red camera, meaning it's.
Oh,
that's the.
Thanks, Nathan. Thank you for telling us what the camera is. I appreciate that. People are going to come to our channel to get more information, I guess.
He has a vest to stabilize it even more, and then wow.
it's a vest that holds it. Like I could probably do this commentary. Let me finish it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't you say what he's about to say there, Ryan?
Yeah, well, look, Nathan, he's got some straps around his body right there. They're color orange. He's wearing a mask for COVID protocol safety right now. It looks like he's got the camera pointed at Harry's face. He's got a view screen right there, so he's actually able to see what the camera is seeing. So he's actually able to preview.
Do you edit videos for a living, Ryan?
We just have cords on cords on cords. I mean, this is pretty freaking crazy, and he is like up close too.
Well, that's what the shot is. I don't know why that's funny or crazy. See this? We're getting into our never before seen video.
This is the cringy part that nobody saw, or that people were already.
It was basically Nathan and I bitching and moaning how somebody can get 25,000 views per video and we get 20. It's very frustrating.
Yes.
Is up in his space. So right here again we have the monitor. We have what looks like a handle, like an upper. We have an upper handle right here. I don't know what that is. That looks like some.
What?
It's really hard to see because it's just.
Nathan,
You don't know what that is?
Do you want to explain what it is, Nathan?
It's just a handle. Why are you telling us that it's a handle?
I'm not sure what the handle's used for.
I didn't want to go off on this guy, but we're going to go off on him.
Nathan, I'm not sure what the handle's used for. You know, you could probably tie your dog to it to keep your dog from wandering off. You could probably put your keys around it. You could probably. Oh wait, you might be able to hold the camera with the handle.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
Who gives a crap?
A massive contraption here. So usually with a camera of this size, the weight is quite hefty. So that's also probably why he has the vest on, to distribute that weight a little bit.
I don't know if he's going to bring this up or not. Maybe he's not, because he said this is a great shot because he looks great or something like that. There are reasons why this is a good shot, not a bad shot. I don't know if this is the one that makes it into the video. I don't think
I can't remember. I don't remember this shot. Yeah.
From a composition perspective, and I'm all about good composition for shots, it's actually not that great of a shot. A couple of reasons. This is for all those video editors or photographers or videographers out there. If you have a horizon in a shot, worst place to put it is dead center of your shot. When you want to tease or put a little more interest into the shot, put the horizon on what's called the rule of thirds. So either on the first third down, the line goes there, or down at the bottom third. Okay, that really works well. And then where you put your subject is also looks better if you put them on the thirds. But putting them dead center with the horizon dead center, this might be the perspective of the behind the scenes videographer that's shooting this shot. I don't know if this is the shot that's in the film. I don't think it is. It makes more sense for it to be kind of like a more boring shot, less like artistic if you're the behind the scenes editor shooting this. I think that's what we're looking at.
Well, you're seeing what he's seeing. So the fact that you brought it up, thank you, Nathan, because that's something to bring up, I think. But you're right. He might be bringing it up right now. So let's see. Let's find out. You might have just beaten him to the punch. So let's find out.
Maybe.
Nope. Is he distributing the weight with that vest? Yeah, he has like a cord here to attach to it if he needs to and stuff. So, okay.
Do you have the cameras bouncing there when he's running through the bridge? It didn't. It was doing some bouncing. Yeah, they didn't want a steady cam. They want a little bit of to kind of mimic that he is running. Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Okay, go back to that shot. Back a little bit. This is again for those people watching want some insight into the shot. Just go back on the shot a little bit.
Well, you can also do it too. I don't know where you want.
Oh, sorry. I'm on full screen. Let me go down to medium screen. Let's go back just a bit. See where Harry is right now on the screen? That's what I'm getting at. That's rule of thirds. Rather than Harry being like followed and tracked in the center of the shot the entire time, they let him run to the side there because notice where your eye goes, right? You see Harry and then you go and look at the scene behind him instead of just like, oh, it's just Harry. And then you forget where he is. It's an easy technique for any budding videographers.
Thank you. I'm learning lots from you, Nathan. Thank you. He thought it was funny what I just said. So,
You're so golden.
Love it. Love it.
You're so golden.
So what are all these other shots? How come I don't remember any of these other shots like in the actual music videos? He just like hanging out in all these different outfits and they're just filming him?
It's called behind the scenes.
These are extra shots that didn't make the full video. It's yeah. Okay.
That's what behind the scenes 101 is. These are things we did not see. They are behind the scene. But I don't have to tell any video. Stop. Why do you want me to stop? Why do I have to stop? We live in this world. We live in this world where we can't like criticize anything. It's like, no, the reality is this is what he's presenting, and it has to be not called out, but I don't know what else to say. I can't pretend.
I'm going to just apologize for him just for a moment and just say he is trying to dumb it down for the audience a little bit. So he's not overwhelming them with like, that's partly why I'm reluctant to go the rule of thirds because sometimes I think people, they don't care about that stuff. They want it really simple and easy to digest. And to be fair, that's his channel. That's the way he presents it as a very easy, like, hey, I'm giving you like the easy stuff to understand.
Okay. Let me push back on that. I know what you're saying. And Nathan, you're always the sweetheart of the channel. I get it. You're the guy that gives, you're like the sweet soul. And I'm a little bit more of the, well, I hear you, but the channels that I can't stand, however, I recognize why they're successful, are the vocal coach reaction ones. Some of these ones where they do get into the technical things of why a singer reaches certain parts of the range, their throats, and I've seen some of their stuff, and there are things I don't understand about the vocal work, but I'm actually learning. So there has to be a fine line between dumbing it down, but also you want to give information. There's no point in coming with a background of knowledge of something but not teaching me too. So you want to make it easy to understand, but don't give me nothing. Don't give me fluff. I want to learn. I've learned more from you than the person this is their job. And so that's what I'm getting at. Maybe that is the flavor of his channel, and that's fine. He's got a more successful channel than us, so it's working for him. I don't know anything, so that's why I don't have a channel that has anything like this, because I don't have any expertise in anything. No. If I did have an expertise in something, I would try to present it in a way that was both informational and educational and fun. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's just me though. But that again, we get 20 views of video, so
not sure. Oh, please get into that. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
That's what she said to me last night. Sorry, Nathan, what was that?
Yes, I was actually very curious how they did this.
Well, let me tell you, honey. So what I did was I got some Viagra first. No, Nathan. No. So okay, would you just?
I already know where he's going to go with this.
What's your prediction?
Oh, my prediction. He's going to say, "I'm curious. Are they going to go in? How are they going to make this shot?" Seriously, is it that big of a mystery to figure out that cameras can go underwater and they can shoot outside of the water?
Let's find out. Can they, Nathan?
Never been done before.
Give me some more shots. Look at that. What camera is that?
I'm legitimately curious too.
Okay. Well, number one's probably a waterproof camera.
Well, no, it's not a camera. It's a case for a camera. So those are special rigs for. My guess is this might be like a just a handheld camera in an underwater rig.
Well, there you go. He'll probably share the same thing. So you're saying it's a camera within a rig. That actually kind of makes sense. You're right. The case would be a watertight case with the camera inside. I got you. Okay. I like that.
Wow. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know the type of camera, but that lens is what we call a fisheye lens. And that's...
Sorry, it's not a fisheye lens. I'm going to correct him. That is an underwater rig. And they put that kind of a casing over top of the camera, and it looks like a fisheye lens, but it's just the way that they protect the lens. It's just, I can show pictures of it if you want.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what we see.
Yeah, it's an underwater rig, and it's not a fisheye lens. A fisheye lens makes things look like totally, like completely unlike what it looks normally. It's a very like wonky. It's a cool lens. There's a really funny if you're a fan of nerdy things or geeky things like me. If you know Homestar Runner, Strongbad has a whole video about how cool fisheye lenses are. That's a huge sidestep. It's not a fisheye lens. Sorry, video editor.
Question was asked in our chat. I think Rebecca may have dropped in a little bit later here. She goes, was his assessment from the music video that it looked like a fisheye? Yes. And
Yeah,
Nathan's saying it's an underwater rig. It's just the case around the camera, so the camera can safely film underwater, right? So the camera itself is not waterproof. It's within the case to keep it from being damaged by water. Thus, it's in a waterproof casing called a rig, or waterproof rig. Last thing, Nathan, I actually know what a fisheye lens is as well. Videos back in the 90s used it a lot for music videos. They did a lot of that. BC Boys did it. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Those kind of videos were used. What you want? And they had the people kind of. I know what the effects of one looks like for sure.
The video that it's on Homestar Runner is like, everything is better with a fisheye lens. And like they just pointed at everything. Yeah.
You get this shot right here, and so
hang on,
it's super wide.
Okay, so wait,
lens is what we call a fisheye type of camera, but that lens is what we call a fisheye lens, and that's how you get this shot right here. And so
I'm not convinced that that's a fisheye, just because it's got the bulge on the outside, and I think that's what's creating the curve, not the fisheye wide angle. It's still probably a wide angle lens. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a wide angle lens, but I don't know if it's fisheye. That shot doesn't convince me that it's fisheye.
Can I speculate what's happening here? And I'm not a video editor or a videographer, I should say. Mm-hmm. My understanding, I think what's happening here, fisheye lens, we said before, fisheye lens is used in dry land. It's not because it's underwater. Number one, sorry.
He's not saying that.
Number two, so fisheye lens gives you an effect. It can be used underwater, but I've often seen the effects used above water. It's just an effect you see. Two, I think what's happening here, Nathan, like we're saying, the rig that this camera comes in, it's in that casing that's round. And so when the water hits that casing, it curves because the water is going into the lens and it's doing this. It's just doing the natural, the way, like you put a circle. So the lens goes in, so the water doesn't go across straight like that because the water goes, it dips into the crevice of the lens, and so you're seeing the curvature of the water around the lens.
That's my guess too. I want to see if the rest of it's distorted like a fisheye lens. Because if it is, then we're both wrong.
That's right. So let's just go back and look at the top, because the top would have to curve too, I think, right? Am I wrong? Okay. So we can pause.
Going to be honest with you, I don't know the type of camera, but that lens is what we call a fisheye lens, and that's how you.
I don't really see. Look at the curvature rate on the bottom. It's not happening by Harry's head. I don't see the same rate of curvature. But I'm not a professional. I honestly don't know.
This shot,
right? Look at that. Maybe. All right. Well, it's a gray area at very least.
Here. Yeah. And so, it's super wide. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know what a fisheye lens is. But that fisheye is huge. Like that's probably one of the biggest fisheye lenses I think I've seen.
Well, there's another shot here. Maybe it is. I thought fisheye lens was more of a, was really apparent, or maybe there's different kinds. Sure. Okay. Cool shot. Nonetheless, that is a very cool shot. So we're on board here, Mr. Video Editor. That's a cool shot. Fisheye lens or no, it's a cool shot, but I think we're still on board that the camera is inside of a rig.
I don't want to be alone. When it ends, don't want to let you know. I don't want to be alone, but
There's that camera again. Man, it's making an appearance a lot. Wow. Yep. So it's an Alexa. Okay.
Well, they probably just used the same camera throughout the shoot. I don't think they'd have to have a new camera for every shot. So it's going to make it a
second. He's right.
Oh, but what? It is a fisheye lens?
An Alexa. But that doesn't... It's made by Ari, which also makes Red cameras, but it's an Alexa camera.
Nathan, he's not right or wrong. He hasn't told us what it is. All he has said so far is it's the same camera, and it's heavy, so it comes with a handle, and it can be attached to a strap. That's all we've got from him. You've told me much more. I'm being fair. I'm not being I'm just saying, like, you have given us the brand.
Yeah, so that's a cinema camera. That's a movie camera. That's what they film a lot of movies with. But other than that, I've kind of covered most of it. I don't know what kind of lens this is. It's just really, it's could be anything really.
This is a rule I have. I use it all the time as much as I can. I don't always fall, but never bring up what you don't know. Never expose what you don't know. I didn't know you didn't know that. If you're a car guy, I'm not going to pick on him, but let's say you're a car guy and you lift up the hood and hey, Nathan, come check out the engine. So over here, you see that part right there? Don't know what it is, but I'm a car guy. Like you didn't ask. Number one, you didn't ask me what part that was. I volunteered to you. I invited you to look at my engine that I'm a car guy. But let me tell you what I don't know about my car as a car guy. Like, just don't bring it up. It might invalidate some of the things you say.
I have no idea without looking for a little bit closer at it, but
I can feel it take a hold. I can feel you take control. Who I am and all I've ever known. Loving is the antidote. Golden.
what a beautiful place. Oh my God.
You're so golden.
Man. Okay, so yeah, we got what this looks like. What, the director? I'm not entirely sure what he looks like, but
Sorry, I can't. Nathan, stop. What? No, seriously.
I just want to see where he goes with this before you jump on it.
Okay.
Because he started with man. Okay, let's see what.
No, but I know, but why? It's just a human being. There's been a few of these.
I know,
people.
but he's got an insight. Let's hear what that insight is.
Okay, you're right. The insight. Okay. He could be the director. We're not sure yet. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the. There's some batteries there to operate this. This looks like
it's not plugged in the wall anywhere. This has to be. Come on, this has to be a joke. Is this? Are we being trolled? Seriously, come on.
All this makes me think is like, man, I could crush this.
Why don't you do stuff like this? There you go.
I know. I really should.
People in our channel right here.
If you want to request specific, because I would rather bypass this kind of thing and do my own break apart a video rather than unfortunately crap all over this guy. Yeah. I don't like crapping over people, but it's hard to watch. It's really challenging to like not see all the things that he's not saying and saying. And I would rather just, yeah. If you want me to react specifically from a video editor's perspective to a video, then set us up.
Or an English teacher. If you want Ryan just to react to videos, I guess just keep doing.
Oh, shut up! You have like naval experience. You've like.
Oh no! I'm not doing. I'm stepping.
You've been divorced. That's a huge thing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, divorcee reacts. That's fine. You know what? That's ridiculous. Divorcee Navy guy reacts. I'm not doing that stuff.
It's actually
there's no background. Just stop it. That's silly.
I'd tap that.
Okay, the point is. You have legit like background stuff that you can't put down on a video. Divorcee. I'm remarried. That would sound terrible.
I know. Sorry.
In all seriousness, yes. I mean, that's what Nathan has. I don't have that. I don't have that background. All I do is just react to videos, just with my as a fan of music. That's my only background. So, and look, we didn't come into this video to tear this guy apart. We say again, we actually have an hour-long video, which is almost what this one's going to be now. Of the same idea. We didn't know this was going to happen. We picked him randomly too. We didn't know this was going to happen. Oh yeah, what it was, we picked somebody who has about the same subscriber count that we have, but has 100 times the views. We're trying to figure out why is it that people who have our sub count have 100 to 1,000 times more views. So we're trying
I already know the answer to that. Like the answer to that is simple. Most people don't care about anything beyond.
Truth?
Ooh. Cool.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is people just want us to. I know. And this guy hit that vein. I get it. He smiles. He laughs. He's unoffensive. I'm very polarizing. I know I rub people the wrong way, but I don't apologize for it because that's who I am. But I recognize that I can't placate a wide audience. I don't go, oh, that's it. Because I could easily just say, "Oh, I love this guy's. I love his cheerful demeanor. I love it. I love how he just finds joy in his job and talking to the audience, and he's so breezy and fun." That was hard. That was hard for me. I can't do that video after video. I'm just me. I'm just who I am.
What his his monitor is. So he's like at a distance being able to see this, but it looks like there's a crowd. I would be there. Definitely be there.
Nathan, I would be there too, but I'm here. Nathan, I would be there too, but I'm here. Nathan, I would be where you are, but I'm here.
Yes.
Hey, did you also know that cameras are used to see distances? Look, I'm not a video guy. I believe different cameras will give you different distance perspectives. I could be wrong about that. Okay.
This looks like a ton of fun. I mean, it looks like I know the whole thing is shot essentially in golden hour, and so, but it's starting to get a little bit darker. It's not. I mean, it's not so golden right now, but they're probably hitting the end of the shoot.
So I'm surprised you didn't go and explain what golden hour is, because honestly, that's his base for his channel is people who have no idea. It'd be nice if he just mentioned what golden hour means.
What does it mean?
Well, it just means when the sun's going down, it goes through more layers of the atmosphere. So you get those like reddish, orangish colors. And that's what you can see. You can see why his skin there is a little bit more orange. And like, that's when it was shot. Yeah, that's what that is. Which makes sense because it's called Golden.
Oh yeah, I thought that was
the video's called
established.
Golden.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I wish I could see it more. Oh man. Okay, so we're shooting in, yeah, so what would be 24 frames? Looks like we got 180 shutter angle, which is very typical. It's really hard to see the rest of this. Man, I wish I could see it more. But yeah, this is a really cool viewing monitor here. That's actually awesome. There's a lot of function buttons over here. There's the transmitter to see what's going on in the camera. This is awesome. This is great.
I kind of wish he did explain what some of those buttons did, because he did have a good view of them. For me, who doesn't know anything about this equipment, what do some of them do? So you could say, hey, this has great functions on the side there. What are some of the functions?
The way that videography has changed to the point where you can now do it all wirelessly is someone can monitor the video from a distance and look at this thing without crazy amounts of cords going up and plugged into the cameras like they had to do in the old days.
Right.
Well, you want to go to the old days. There was no monitors. They shot it and then they had to go to the editing room and look at it there. But today you can do this totally wirelessly now. I don't have anything to do what they're doing. That'd be fun to have.
Well, no, I know you don't have that kind of equipment. I'm just saying, I was just curious what some of the buttons on the left did. That's all. I was just curious. Like, again, you brought it up, which is great. I'm interested now. What are some of those button functions? Just give me a couple. You don't have to go through all 10 of them or whatever. Just say the one on the top left, zoom. So the one on the top. Yeah. That's all. I was actually kind of curious, but we don't get to find out. All right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He was right about the director. He's the guy that said cut. He was right. He called it. It's the director. Yeah. He should have verified. He should have said, I was right.
Actually, not always. It's not always the director that calls cut, by the way.
Yeah, not always, but usually.
It's often the assistant director. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up. A videographer's work is quite challenging on a regular day. When I go out and shoot weddings, I'm holding like this thing on a gimbal all day long, and it gets tiring. I can't imagine hoisting that ginormous camera above your head to try and get these kinds of shots. That's a lot of work. I'm just pointing that out because he didn't point it out, and I thought,
I was actually going to say that is impressive. The guy holding it above his head like that was quite impressive, actually. Mm-hmm. No safety straps to that guy. He going free balling on that one.
Beautiful, beautiful. Lovely. Beautiful.
Ciao ragazzi! Ciao. Grazie mille. Grazie mille.
It's a cool style idea here where I'm surprised he didn't bring this. Maybe he will later. It's that the idea of shooting in this dark of lighting and not throwing a light on to kind of light the scene is, again, the behind the scenes director's choice to try and keep this feeling of, yeah, we shot into the night. We made this video to go late into the night and it's a long day of shooting. And what you see is, you know, this whatever quick video, but this is what actually happened. It got dark. It's a full day of shooting.
Oh, I guess that was it. So everyone, that was my reaction to Harry Styles' behind the scenes of Golden. Not very insanely technical, but that was a lot of fun. I loved.
I was going to say the same thing. I agree. I haven't watched it as well with him at the same time. I guess we both saw the same footage. Yeah, it was behind the scenes, but it was more of, I would say, it was fan service just to see more footage of Harry. Very little technical stuff for him to glean on or for us to glean on as well. It was just extra footage for fans to see more of Harry. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Watching that, and I would watch like a billion videos of him doing stuff like this. He just looks like he's having a blast, and it's truly genuine fun. So if you guys like videos like this, please comment below. Love hearing from you guys, and until next time, thank you.
You know what I like about you, Nathan? I do appreciate you. You know, you're a good man. You have a good heart. You're a good God-fearing man, and I just I can be much more brutal than you, and I appreciate you. You know, we don't have two of us. We don't have two of us. But,
I don't want two of me either.
and the idea is, Mr. Video Editor, if you see this reaction, our idea is not to we're to come in and just crud all over you. That wasn't the idea. But yes, it's hard for us to not react. We are strictly a reaction channel. But I have honest reactions to the things I see and experience, whether it's a bad movie, a bad song, a bad novel I'm reading. My reaction is I'm going to stop reading. My reaction to that movie is it's stupid. I'm going to turn it off. This is a paid for request from Pat. And so sometimes I get real in the sense it's hard for me to act. I'm not an actor. When I see something, when something bothers me, irritates me, or I'm baffled, you know, there's some comedic effect comes in. But if I'm truly baffled at what's going on, I'm gonna say it. Feelings be damned. I'm still gonna have to say what I feel. And it's hard sometimes because that person, Mr. Video Editor, he's not a celebrity. He's not like a famous artist that we can kind of roast a little bit more because they're celebrity status. And it's kind of like they're covered by billions of dollars and handlers. And he's just a reactor like us. And I get it. But my only piece of advice is just don't bring up what you don't know. Don't talk too down to us, the viewer. Give us some information. I know you're reacting on the spot, but I thought, Nathan, you did a great job of just, you too were reacting on the spot and you gave us some information. And because you're going to edit the video afterwards. That's the thing, is he's not doing it live. He's editing. So it's okay for him to stop and think, okay, what is that camera? And then Google it. Oh, I was right. That's a da-da-da-da, just like we did on our video. So that's just my advice to make your channel better. Again, you're a better channel than us anyway. So, you know, what do I know? But Nathan, what do you got for closing comments?
Closing comments. Generally, because we are reacting to the video editor reacting to this video, but we're also reacting to the video itself. I agree with his assessment of the video. I agree that it wasn't really a technical, and like you said, it's fan service. It's really just a video for the fans to watch a little bit of Harry and a tiny
More
bit
Harry.
of what happened behind the scenes. And it's just a pretty straightforward assessment of it. There's nothing really like fancy, but it just makes me feel like, man, I really should step up to the plate and kind of bypass this kind of thing and do more technical analysis. If people want that, if that's a thing that people actually want me to do on a video, maybe when you give us a request, throw that into the request. I really want to hear Nathan's insights as to how this video is shot and what he has to say. I'm happy to do that. The other thing we'd love to do more reactions to reactors.
If there's a reactor that you want us to react to, that you think we might enjoy for whatever reason, send us that request too.
Yes, because I think that would be fun too. Yeah. Other than that, that was my assessment overall. Thanks everyone for joining us on this one. We'll see you on the next one.